Alright, good morning, people. Alright, I'm sorry, I'm logged in. So I got my 1 minute right here and my 3 minute right here. If we go up right there, that'll be the trade. Stop loss is right there.
Order filled.
Now. Beautiful. Alright. So this was my whole entire thought process during this trade. Let me text my buddy real quick. Okay. Man, it feels good, dude, because I literally came home and back tested for like 2 hours last night. And I don't know, it just feels good. I'm not taking this picture to flaunt a win. My buddy just asked, So this is my whole entire thought process right here. So going in for today, I did not know this was a, what do you call it? I'm gonna have to look into that. It's a Opex Friday. So it's the third Friday in every month where most stock and index options expire. I don't really know what that means per se, so I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to look into that. So with that being said, we have almost created all-time highs, 816 flat. All right, so we have created an all-time high. How can you tell? If you go on the candle and you go to the high, open, high, low, close. So we go to the high and look at those last three. It says 24816. Then it says 815.75. So we have now made a new high of one tick. So going into that, this was my range on the hour, and then I dropped down to the 15 to see if I can find anything. So we are in bullish structure right now. So we go lower high, lower low, lower high, and then higher high, creating the market structure shift. So then I proceed to go on to the 30 minute or 3 minute. My bad. With the music, I want to keep a little bit of that going though. That's cool. So from right here, my chart on my left, I usually keep on the 3 minute. So I'm just speculating on the 3 minute right now until market opens, so like 9:30. So usually at like 9:27, I will change over to that. And then I watch all of this happen. And so as soon as we came down here to this range, what does this tell you right here? What does this tell you? The wicks came down to touch this range right here. We came and we touched, and the body's closed above. I'm looking at that to be some sort of, not manipulation, but it kind of can be seen as manipulation, because we came down, trap sellers right here, all of these right here are now stop losses. That's how I like to see it. And so we close up strong of 12 points. And then we close another candle, another 11 points. So we are clearly rejecting. So I don't see that as like, oh, we're rejecting, that's why I'm going to get in. No. This right here is true displacement. That is my bread and butter entry model right there. That right there is displacement. So what do I do from there? I slap on a long, and I say, okay, my stop is right there. So, speculating on the chart on my left, on the 3 minute, I'm now bouncing back and forth from the 30-second and the 1 minute. So as soon as we close at 9:40, we go up again another 13 points. We come down and correct and manipulate sellers, because a bunch of people are going to think, okay, that right there is displacement, when really that is a momentum candle, and all of this is manipulation to trap sellers. Because you got to think about it, right? We're in a bullish market right now, and we did not close below this range. The bodies did not close below this range. If this next candle would have came down and closed, I would have been a lot more specific. I would have said, okay, we could go down. So if we would have done that and closed right there, I say, okay, there's one or two things that I'm looking for. We're either going to come back and retrace to this range and displace lower to maybe take out some of these highs over here. Bro, that's kind of weird. So we would have closed, came back, retraced, displaced, or we're going to use this as a form of manipulation. We're going to displace, retrace, and then go back up towards all-time highs. Okay? So that is what I'm really, really looking for, and that panned out today. That right there is what I spent however many hours on FX replay last night. So now I want to move to right here. Okay, so let's go to right here in what I was doing last night. And I want to show you guys a couple of my entries. Some of you guys are like, I don't really care about this, but so like right here, what do we have? Manipulation. We then displace. Correct. We displace, manipulate, and then what do we have? We have true displacement right there. So that's where I take my entry. Plus, I'm looking at this 3 candle pattern, because if you were in an uptrend, all right, it's almost like the daily bias. I don't know if you guys have seen that. My daily bias video. We come down and we close. Okay, and the body stops right there. So right here, the body stops and we do not close below this previous wick. So in this 3 candle pattern right here, we come down, we print the wick. We then go further and the body stays above this previous wick. Then on this next candle, we come down, and then that's our low. And then we proceed to close up. Seeing that in a bearish market now, why do we have a bearish market? Because we have a market structure shift, plus with manipulation, displacement. Now we're in an uptrend and we see this 3 candle pattern right here. Odds are that's gonna be a winning trade. So whenever I'm looking at this, I'm gonna say, all right, there's 1 or 2 things that can happen. Either my eyes are going to register and say, hey, we're having a lot of strong displacement. We're going to take out this external high right here. I'm seeing this as external. Or if we get somewhere right here, I would then adjust my stop to maybe break even. Then I would really say to myself, okay, depending on the day, this is a Friday. I am perfectly fine with taking a 1 to 4. Now we're above, or we're at break even. Do I want to take this 45 points or 30 points, whatever the case may be, on a Friday that is already low probable because it's a Friday? Right? So, with that being said, let me show you guys another example. And then I want to compare to today. So that's the chart we just went over. So something like this again. Alright. So now what do we do? We came down here and we manipulated. Why did we manipulate? How do we know this is manipulation? Because the body stayed above this range. This right here. We tap down and then we closed above. Then we displace. So now I can say, okay, we've had a market structure shift. I'm now looking for bullish bias. Looking for bullish signatures. So what do? We come up, we correct. We come up, we correct. Then again, it is this 3 candle pattern. This one is not as clean, but this is still enough for me to say, okay, that is a bullish signature. Because of what happened. It's a lot better whenever you look at it bar by bar instead of trying to look at, for me, for looking at, oh, SMTs, we're going to sweep out this high, this low, right here, we're going to do this order block, fair value gap, inverse. If you just, this right here keeps peace for my mental real estate, because we come right here, the body stays above this body, okay? We do not close below this body. That tells me everything I need to know. From these 2 candles, we are in a bullish market. We come down and we close. This body respects that body and does not close inside of this range. So what do we proceed to do? We then displace with a 28-point candle. In an uptrend, we've already manipulated, displaced, corrected. Another form of displacement, correct, bam. That's what I'm taking. That's my draw on the 1 hour. So, that's 2 examples. Okay? So I want to say this again. That's right. From there, it's the same thing. What did we do right here? We came down and we manipulated. I'm viewing this on the 3 minute. We come down, we tap in, we close above. Okay, bullish market. Okay. Draw liquidity. Going for that high or that high right there. Why this high and not up here? Because if you look at these top 3 wicks, 1, 2, 3, it's better for me and what I go by. It is better to say, instead of going high or low, I'm going to go for the middle one. That's what I tend to do. That's what I like to do, because it makes sense to go for the median in a whole. It's better to go for the median whenever you are supplied with a range, a data in general. Go for the median if you get the chance, because that's the safest way to go. Logically, for me, that's how I like to think about it. So I'm going for right there. I don't want to go high. I don't want to go low. I want to go in the middle. So with that being said, looking on the 3 minute, let's go to the 3 minute and see what we see. Okay, we did not get that pattern on the 3 minute, the 3 candle pattern, but we get it on the 5 minute right here. We have came down and respected, body closes above. I'm looking at it like this. Okay, the body did close below this body, but we ended up closing higher. That's not enough for me to take a trade, but that is still bullish bias, because we tapped down here and we closed, and then so I'm looking for what the next candle is going to do. So what does the next candle do? Close above, and then this is the displacement candle right there. That is clean displacement for me. Even looking at it on the 30 second, it looks better. Reject, and we displace. I slap on my entry right there. That's it. That's what I'm focusing on. Now, for some psychology, dude, it is so good for you. Like, dude, I would love coming on here and trading, uploading a video. Let me go see what TJR, my mentor, Justin Werlin, Diego Barrera, all these other traders, Nasdaq Ali. I love seeing, all right, what did these people do? Charmaine trades, and it's like, it's not the fact that you want to compare what you did to them. Oh, I made money, they made money. They lost, I lost. They won today, I lost. It is good for you to not view what these other people are doing, because if you focus on yourself and your system and your plan, it is better. It's better to keep your head down and keep walking past 2 people that are arguing and about to fight. You don't want to get into it. You don't want to make eye contact with those guys. So what do? You keep your head down and you keep walking to where you're trying to go. That's what I have began to learn. So I'm not over here trying to watch these other people anymore, because I'm, at the end of the day, I'm still broke. I'm still working a job that I don't want to work at for the rest of my life. And I want to be a boss. I want to be my own boss. I want to be the CEO, the CFO, the data analysis, everything. And that's what you will do if you keep your head down. You keep focusing on that. So with that being said, that's going to be the end of the video. That's going to be the trade today. Hope you guys had a good week and coming up to a good weekend. So yeah, peace out.